And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for this round 3 Supa-Liga Women's A clash between the Western Devils and the West Coast Cobras Futsal Club. This will surely be an exciting game, as this is a replay of the grand final from last season. We'll just quickly go through the lineups for both teams. So for the Western Devils, we've got Laura Waltman, Taya Coglahan, Eric Chilcott, Sandy Merridew, Becky Mazzal, Andrea Priato, Penelope Clayton, and Louise Gisbel. And for the West Coast Cobras, we've got Marco Kant, Annie Leyland, Shelby Cochran, Eleanor Bates, Jana Ridley, Quinn Doan, and EJ Silver. I'm joined today by Jade Paul. Jade, what are you expecting from this game?
It looks like the Western Devils today have brought out their strongest side possible, and the West Coast Cobras are looking a little bit like there's a few gaps in their bench there. So I dare say I think it'll be a Western Devils win today, but the West Coast Cobras for sure always put up a good fight, so it'll be a great match to watch.
And we've got John Goodlich coaching this time. He's gone from commentator to coach. I can see him over there now, just giving the instructions to the girls. So I think we'll start play here momentarily. Laura Waltman has the ball in the middle. Hopefully a fast game as we get underway here. Clayton gives it wide to Merridew. Straight on the front foot, but Bates reads it. Bit scrappy, Waltman comes out with it, just wide. So I think, looking at the teams here, I think Eleanor Bates is going to be a big player for the West Coast Cobra. She's done it all at a futsal level. Very good player. One of my favourites to watch in the Women's League. Here she is on the ball here, battling with Waltman. She's one out there. Bates down the line to Ridley. It's just a loose touch, unfortunately. And Clayton's going to restart play with the bounce. Looks up. Tries the diagonal ball. Real red here. Bates goes one-on-one. Merridew defends well. Back heel. Clayton looks forward. Ridley takes Merridew down the line. Merridew does well. But Ridley does better. Well defended. Well tracked back. Leyland here. Marco can't. Bates. I think that's just gone out. There we go. Nice whistle there from Jonathan Silas. Finely tuned. Clayton here at the back. Looks forward. Laura Waltman, that's a beautiful turn. So I think we can see early here the Western Devils have a strict game plan. Give the ball to Laura Waltman and let her do the rest.
Yeah, look, it's an effective game plan as we've seen in previous matches, so I wouldn't put it past Laura Waltman to put a few in the back of the net during this match. So far it's pretty intense. It's a little bit scrappy. I haven't seen many completed passes. Both teams just kind of trying to run the ball into the opposite side, or just as I say that, a shot from Bates. First shot, I believe, for the West Coast Cobras so far. That was a great block by Quinn Doan, stopping Merridew down the line to Clayton.
I mean, we had hot off the press news before the game that Quinn Doan was feeling under the weather, but she seems to have recovered well. I think once you get into the game, the adrenaline starts pumping. She's a good player. I think we've seen her, still young, I think still 17 or 18, but good on the ball. Plays for the Perth Red Star Outdoor, so a lot of experience. Here she is, Eleanor Bates on the ball. That's a beautiful diagonal ball. Railway by Waltman. Clayton wins that in the middle there. Looks up, has Merridew on the right, goes for the shot. Bates reads that, blocks well. Restart play here with Merridew. I think she's going to lay it off to Clayton. Clayton one touch, goes wide. Bates wins it well. It's a dangerous ball through the middle. I think Doan wins a foul there. I think she's been watching De Oliveira from the last game. I think Cobras will just want to slow it down here as Bates looks up. I think she'll go along to Ridley. I think Waltman tried to nip in front there, got a touch on it, but it's a Cobras ball. I think we'll see a Ridley shot here, going to the back post. Oh, what a banger! Unreal shot from Jana Ridley. That is a great finish. That's set piece 101 there. Coach John Gullich will be over the moon with that one. I think we'll just see if we call it the instant replay. We did. So that's a nice layoff there by Marco Kant. And Jana Ridley, top bins. You don't save those. So West Coast Cobras, I think, might look to sit on this lead.
Yeah, that's put them in a really good position considering that they don't have a lot of depth in their bench. So they're going to want to hold from here and not use too much energy. That's a great goal from Jana Ridley. We know she's dangerous in those scenarios.
I think another one that plays for Perth Red Star in the outdoor NPL, I believe.
Yes, she does.
Yep, so there we go, showing a bit of... And there she skips past Waltman. But well defended there by Chilcott. She recovers well. I'm not sure why Ridley's running away. I think she should just have another shot. Marco Kant lays it off to Eleanor. Eleanor Bates. Cochrane's on for her first minutes of the game. Yeah, Eleanor Bates there just saying Ridley should have had the shot.
Yeah, I believe Eleanor Bates is actually a left-footed, preferably left-footed player, so
yeah,
it was definitely the right side of the court for Jana Ridley to put it in the net again.
It's a nice chip forward there by Bates with the right foot, so maybe she is both-footed. But nah.
I said preferably.
Nah, I think she definitely is. Yeah, definitely prefers the left. Clayton. Waltman with a back to goal. Yeah, I think it's a bold strategy for Cobras to be pressing here, as they've only got 7 on the bench. And that's a nice return ball there by Waltman, looking for Chilcott, but Marco can't read well. Waltman looks up, back to Clayton. That's a nice shot and good save there by Annie Leyland. She'll be happy with that one. I think that's her first save of the game. So only a few minutes in. Waltman on the left, back to Clayton. Cochrane pressures. That's a good press. I think she did enough there, Cochrane. Leyland rolls out to Cochrane. Plays it back to Bates. Bates is a nice chip forward, looking for Ridley. Jana chases. Jana Ridley chases there. So Cobras are pressing high in this game. I'm not sure how long they're going to sustain this for. The game's only been playing for 6 minutes. And it's worked so far. I guess they're winning 1-0. Western Devils applying their own pressure here. Pays off for them. Coughlin. That's a beautiful chip forward. Waltman looks for the header. Maybe should have tried to bring it down, but she was in between two. And they've won a corner, so who am I to judge? I think Clayton's going to restart play here with the side ball. Waltman will want this on her left. There we go, just over the top there by Laura Waltman. As Ridley subs off for the first time, we've got EJ Silver, another youngster from the Cobras. I believe only 15 or 16, so...
I think she might even be younger than that, I dare say. I think she's about 13 years old.
Well, do you know, that's very impressive then if she's that young.
I could be wrong, but her mum did tell me at one point her actual age, and I've completely blanked.
We'll give her the benefit of the doubt and say she's 13, so very impressive to be stepping up into the women's side. Annie Leyland loves promoting the youth. Obviously, that's the club president and the vice president, John Gullich, is coaching here. So a strong base from the Cobras. It's Marco Khan, beautiful shot. It's a good save by the Western Devils goalkeeper there. I think she's done well there. Becky Missile, my bad. Eleanor Bates on the right again. It's a Western Devils counter-attack. They'll look for Waltman in the middle. But Bates reads that very well. Cochrane just beaten there to it. Waltman in the middle. Looks for the back post. Oh, it's a great finish there. I think we'll look here on the instant replay. I think Waltman looked for the back post here. I think have we caught it? We've caught it. So Waltman there to the back post. I think that's gone through the...
Louise Gashubel, that one was.
Louise Gashubel. I think Annie Leyland just makes there. I think she was just wrong-footed, unfortunately. But there we go, 1-1. I think with 8 minutes gone, by the way the game was going, I think it was time that the Western Devils scored. space here at the back. She's kind of playing as a quarterback here. Just spraying long balls everywhere. It's good to see. Silva here. She's battling hard. Kashibel goes for the counter-attack. Back to Waltman. Back post again. Oh, they looked for the exact same. That would be the exact same goal. Unfortunately, Kashibel, hopefully she's not hurt. She's looked like she's walking a bit gingerly, but it was, again, real good play there by the Western Devils. It's another great ball by Eleanor Bates. Cochrane just couldn't quite get under control. And here we go. Clayton goes long. Silva well read. That's a strong tackle, but ref's not seeing anything wrong with that. It's good to see the young girls getting stuck in. I think Western Devils gonna restart play here. Oh, well read there by Doan. Quinn Doan. Right place, right time. I think as Cobras decided to roll the subs a bit here. Waltman here will restart play. Looks up. Kashibel just over the bar. Well, if I say just over, it was quite far over.
I think that might have actually hit the roof.
But it's a good effort, nonetheless. Annie Leyland goes long, looking for Cochrane, sorry. Brings it down well. That's another nice ball by Eleanor Bates, who again is yet to sub. I think she's just saving her energy. She's conserving it, playing at the back, playing smart, playing well. Here she is on the ball here, Eleanor Bates.
Yeah, Eleanor's done a great job so far cutting out the Western Devils' balls forwards. So I would assume that Coach John Goodlich is going to want to keep her on the court as long as possible. She's really reading the play well. Just as I say that, she didn't quite jump in front of Priato there, but the ball's gone out of play.
I think, yeah.
In her favour.
Eleanor Bates, one of the premier players here in WA.
She does look like she's running out of legs a little bit here, but
I think that's unfortunate just for the Cobras, as they haven't got much depth on the bench, so they'll need her. Cochrane gives it away straight through the middle. Can she recover? It's some beautiful feet, and that is a beautiful finish there by Priato. I think some beautiful feet through the middle. I think we'll see on the instant replay here. I think I've seen a ball roll as well. Yeah, nice. Didn't quite catch it all there, but yep, we've seen a ball roll, and it was a nice finish there by Priato. She's played well so far. Bates looks forward. Ridley's back on now. They'll be needing another goal from her. Silva looks for the diagonal ball. No one on the end of that one, unfortunately, for the Cobras. So I think as we'll see players like Jana Ridley and Quinn Doan come back on, this is where Cobras will want to strike and maybe get a few goals. Yeah, that's a Devils ball here. And Coach John Goodlich, I think it'd be wise to call a timeout now. Give Bates a break. Maybe get the girls back into the game. Yeah. So another call there from Coach Goodlich. Needs the team to balance. It's no good everybody going forward, but Cobras do like to attack. I think that's the style of their play.
yeah, they are pressing quite high, but it's not really a thoughtful press. It's not when the press is the right time. They're just pressing forwards for the sake of it, and the Devils are just getting easy balls over the top or through the middle to their pivot. So I think the West Coast Cobras need to be a bit more careful about moments when they're leaving gaps in their defence.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Ridley on the ball here. It's a beautiful diagonal ball to Silva. First time ball. Oh, that was a great idea by Silva, and a nice run, by Quinn Doan. But well read there by the keeper, Becky Missal. Clayton chips it through the middle.
Oh, great read by EJ Silva. She's pressing alone at this point. Her team's just standing back and watching for a sec.
But the press has paid dividends. That's 2 blocks there by EJ Silva. I mean, if she's as young as we think she is, she's looking like a promising one for the future.
Great read again by Eleanor Bates.
Some quick feet there by Ridley, but Merridew wins out.
Oh, Bates on her left foot. Oh, and she's just running out of play. Couldn't quite get the shot off.
There's no one back here for Cobras. If Devils can go along, they've got a free man. Quinn Doan has got back there just in time. Here she is on the ball. It's a nice idea. No one at target for the Cobras. As Silver subs off here. We've got Marco Kant, who's another young player, but she's been playing in this women's setup for a few years now, so definitely experienced enough. As Ridley has a loose touch, I think looking for Doan. It's a nice hold-up play here by the Devils target. Looking at your options, Meriju wide. Leyland, well kept there, but that went through bodies. So we got Eleanor Bates here. Her and Marco Kant not on the same wavelength. Another good save there by Annie Leyland.
West Coast Cobras are just trying to go forwards a little bit too quickly here, and they're giving the ball away quite often. They just need to slow the game down. They're all good enough players that they can just keep the ball and play it around, and eventually the Western Devils will open up something for them. They've scored 1 goal so far in this game, so they can definitely score more.
It's a
Great
turn
by Annie Leyland.
Yep.
2v1 here.
Ridley, Doan. It's a great recovery. I mean, I think Chilcott there has literally ran the length of the court after Annie Leyland started a counter-attack, but she's defended well there. I think Ridley here would be wise to have another shot. We've almost seen a carbon copy of the first goal. So we're on the left here. I think Eleanor Bates will fancy this one. Bates jogs to the ball. On the left, that one's high, but we've got a timeout here for the Western Devils. So I think 2-1. Cobras, unfortunately, for their sake, are losing 2-1, and they haven't got the depth on the bench. So this timeout actually might be in their favour. So I think they'll be happy that the Western Devils have used one of their timeouts.
Yeah, strange time for the Western Devils to call a timeout, and it looks like none of them look particularly tired to me. Not quite sure the reasoning behind that one, but
possibly
the West Coast Cobras will be thanking them for that.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe they thought the Cobras were starting to get on top. I mean, they were starting to leave. I think what it is Ridley is a target player that the Cobras look to go through. So they'll probably be having a talk about how to defend her, as she brings, I think, something that a lot of the other Cobras girls maybe don't. Other than that, I'm not sure, why they call the timeout. Maybe works in Cobra's favour here, as Taz Paraskevas wants to get this game underway, demanding the girls back to the court. So, as we can see here, Cobras have entered the court again. The Western Devils. We should mention that the Devils actually, we said they had a full complement of players, but actually missing Lauren Baker. She won't be happy with us that we've missed that one.
Apologies, Lauren.
I'm sure she's watching, wherever she is. As we restart play here, Clayton looks forward. Coughlin, good touchdown. Here we go, Jenna Ridley.
She's done well to draw in about 3 players, but just didn't play the ball off.
I think well swept there by the keeper Missile. Coach Goodlich wants another shot from the side. The girls have defied him and said no. Bates. Doan. Bates again. Down the lines to Ridley. Looking for Doan inside. Waltman reads it. I think that, again, they'll just slow the game down here. It's very smart play from the Western Devils. They'll just want possession just to work Cobras around. It's a nice chip over the top by Clayton, but Waltman didn't quite read that one. Bates looks for the diagonal ball. So I think hopefully for Cobra's sake that timeout was enough to get Eleanor Bates the rest she needed to see out the next 5 minutes of this half. Doan wins it through the middle. Ridley. Doan didn't continue a run, but Kant does well. Bates. That is actually a very good ball. Doan just didn't quite read it. Waltman looking to isolate Bates here. That's a beautiful touchdown. Starts again. Coughlin. Wide to Clayton. Chilcott here. Chilcott to Coughlin. Again, that's another great ball by Coughlin. And Clayton unfortunately just came inside. Wasn't expecting the ball to be as good as it was. Bates here. To Ridley. Back to Bates. Again, so Bates is definitely playing a quarterback style. She's looking for the long ball. She is looking tired. So I think Cobras could do with getting her a sub, getting a breather in, and then maybe coming back out refreshed for the second half. But I think that's just the depth. They don't really have anyone to bring on and play that position. Clint, that's a beautiful diagonal ball. Chilcott brings it down. Unfortunately, that's just gone out for a side ball, or a goalkeeper's ball. But a great ball by Clayton. She's looking dangerous tonight. Leyland, Ridley, brings it down really well. Turns Coughlin. She's by herself. Jana Ridley, straight at missile. But I think Jana Ridley is playing well. There again, straight to the target. We'll be looking for the shot here. Ridley, back to Kant, back to Ridley. Well read there by Erica Chilcott. I think we said the same last week. Chilcott's very good defensively. I think not a player that looks particularly good defensively, but very strong in the defense, goes hard into challenges, so we do like to see that. Coughlin, wide, Chilcott, inside to Laura Waltman. Not much she can do with that. Just tries to flick it on with her head, but no one there. As we've seen, Marco can't just sub off. A nice chip forward there by Bates. Unfortunately, was a bit high for Ridley. Oh, beautiful read there by Eleanor Bates. Will she go on the left? She will. Bates again on the right. Oh, it just didn't sit for her. Unfortunately, that went to her right foot. I think that's a left. That's top bins every day. So, more chances here that the Cobras are having. Bates stepping high now. Ridley has time. Leyland looks up, assesses the options. Straight through the middle there. Given away, unfortunately. Gisbu.
Gashubal, I think is the name you were trying to say.
Gashubal, sorry. My bad again. So I think Gashubal's coming on. She's looking dangerous up top. I think she scored the first goal of the game and has a strong left foot. So they might look for the side ball. They don't. Silva reads that. Stands one-on-one with Waltman. Does well. Clayton. Chilcott. Gashibal. Looks up on the left. Silva again defends well. I think Silva's having a good game for the limited minutes she's had. Clayton looks for the back post run of Laura Waltman. Eleanor Bates looks forward. Silva here. Ooh. I think that was missed by everybody. It's a good idea. So it's a Western Devils ball deep in their defensive half. Gashibal holds up well. Cochrane loses that. Gashibal. Oh, that was a good chance there by Gashibal with a minute left in the game. Sorry, in the half. She would have wanted that just to give them a 2-goal buffer going into half time. But still 2-1 here. That's a lovely chip forward by Bates. Ridley. Nice touch. Bates, look forward. Cochrane loses that. That's 3-1. And I think Cobras are looking tired here. They'll need this half time to come quickly. And we'll see the instant replay here. The Bates unfortunately lost it through the middle and was just turned there by Waltman. And unfortunately for Cobra's sake, she doesn't miss those. As Cobras are going fifth man with a minute left in this half. I mean, it's only 3-1. I wouldn't do it personally. But
see, I completely disagree with you. I would do it. The Western Devils have picked up a bit of momentum. They've had a few shots in the last couple of minutes. With just a minute left in this half, why not stop their momentum before the half time? But then again, I am a Northern Hawk, and we will play fifth man for an entire match if we have to.
Yep, which is very annoying for anyone playing against them. As we restart play here. Nice ball there by Waltman, looking for Chilcott. So, yeah, okay, so they are going for the fifth man. They're going to persist with it this half. Personally, I think it's a bit early. But again, you never know. Marco Khan, unfortunately, just a loose ball.
For their fifth man, probably not a good idea to start it without Eleanor Bates on the court, who would be a great fixer to hold the ball and play it out either way.
Yeah, I think there's just a bit of lack of experience on the court here. Definitely lack of futsal experience. As, yeah, Western Devils are pressing high, and I think they might bully them off the ball here. We'll see how we go. Can't. Ridley. It's all getting a bit nervy. So, Ridley did enough. Ridley has just given the ball away, but
Annie Leyland pressing high as the goalkeeper. It's paid off for her.
I mean, fortune does favour the brave. I think 11 seconds here, 10 seconds. As we're counting down the clock here. Marco can't. Looks up. There's only a few seconds left. She's got to move quick, and she's given the ball away. Not ideal timing. Luckily, the Western Devils missed that open goal. So we'll go in here half time with Western Devils will go here half time to a 3-1 lead. We'll just quickly run through the goal scorers. So for the Western Devils, we've had Laura Waltman, Priato, and Gashibel. And for West Coast Cobras, we've had Jana Ridley with the only goal for them. So I think we're going to go to an ad break now while we just go through half time. See you in a sec.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Welcome back to the second half of the Women's Supa-Liga match between the Western Devils and the West Coast Cobras. So far in the first half, we saw the West Coast Cobras go up 1-0 and then quickly go down again 3-1. And the West Coast Cobras were just starting to play fifth man in the last 30 seconds of the half. And as far as I've heard from the halftime talk from Coach John Goodlich, they will be continuing fifth man play into the second half, which personally I think is a good call. Luke Ross may not agree with me. He thought that starting the fifth man in the first half was a little early.
Yeah, but I mean, it's second half now and I've changed my mind. Let's go for it. Go Cobras. Woo! As that is not a great start to the fifth man play of the second half. Unfortunately, Shelby Cochran just giving it away easily. That's not what I was going to say we need, but that's not what they need. But it's going to be a Cobras ball here. I think will we see Devils press up from the fifth man? We won't, as Bates has broke the lines here. Ridley's on the flank. Back to Bates on the left. Has a shot. That's another great save by Missile. I think without her, this might be a different story. But
Annie Leyland's just made her way up the court for this corner kick.
I think we're going to see a Ridley shot here, as we have.
Annie Leyland was forward. Jenna Ridley needed to keep the ball there instead of taking the shot.
But then again, that's where their goal came from, so maybe they're hoping for more of the same.
That is a good point.
You never know. That's a nice ball by Chilcott. Merridew, it's a good touch. Oh, good save by Annie Leyland. Good save. So I think the game has started, the second half started as the game was in the first half. Western Devils seem to be on top. Cobras looking to counter-attack. Clayton here. Good shot. Good block by Bates. She's climbing the side ball to her. Possibly not. Silas was close. And you never question a referee. Bates, that one definitely is a Cobras ball. So the fifth man is going to be set up here by Cobras. Marco can't here. Just needs to slow it down. Yep. Cochrane. Bates. Looks for the diagonal ball. Oh, good bravery by Missile. She's done well. I'm not sure what the call is here. No, it's free kick to the Western Devils as Leyland runs with the ball. Bit of dark arts. I think Cobras yet need to press up here. Missile plays wide. Chilcott. Just a loose ball there by Clayton.
That was Chilcott, I think, the loose ball.
Eleanor Bates. They're trying the diagonal ball. Maybe they just need to slow the game down. Cochrane looks up. Marco can't. Oh, jeez! I thought Waltman was going to intercept that, but I think Cobras.
Even Shelby Cochrane thought that Waltman was going to intercept that. The look on her face of absolute horror.
But the Cobras have got away with that one. Live to see another day. As Waltman's going to restart play here. She's just putting it down now. Waltman. Chilcott makes a good run. Waltman back to Clayton. Clayton to Waltman. Clayton. Just too long there for Merridew to do anything with.
And small little technicalities like that.
It's going to cost the Cobras in this game, I think, unfortunately. They don't need the turnovers. But Ridley here. Loose ball through the middle. Waltman for good save by Annie Leyland. Cobras looking to set this fifth man up, but Devils are pressing high. I'm getting nervous just watching them. It's making me a bit jumpy. But looks like they might have broke the press here. I think they have. Well done there by the Cobras. Here we go. Can't. Down the line. Leyland. It's beautiful play. Toe poke. Another good save by Missile. Maybe she could have gone there to Jana Ridley. Leyland. Sorry, I've been told it's not missile, as I've been saying. It's missile. So for anyone that was getting a bit heated with that, I think I've got it right now. We've just seen a drop punt from a goal kick. Sorry, well, a goalkeeper's ball, which I'm not sure is legal. It definitely isn't legal. But Missile starts again, goes long. Cochrane defends Waltman well there. So, player's going to restart here. Devils are taking their time. I mean, they're 3-1 up. Why wouldn't you? Waltman. Oh, that was a nice routine. But she's got it back here. Merridew. Ridley. That's a foul in my eyes. Yep, good call there by Taz Paraskevas. So it's fifth man here. So
Bit of confusion with the West Coast Cobras fifth man setup.
yeah, I think Annie Leyland's probably in the right position now. Probably good to have her higher up the court, less court to track back on. But I just don't think them long balls. Yeah, I just don't think them long balls by Bates are going to cut it while they're playing the fifth man, especially against this team. I don't know what you think, Jade.
Yeah, look, I think the Western Devils are great defensively, but in fifth man, you've just got to keep moving the ball around, and eventually teams will get impatient and step out of position, and that's when you've got the overload on one side of the court and you can get those shots off.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's better for the West Coast Cobras to have Bates in this fixo position rather than out on this right-hand side. I understand why they put her here with the left foot shots, but I think it's a good decision to have her at the top there, controlling the play.
Yeah, Coach Goodlish, he's a he's a good coach, lots of experience, and that was a lovely diagonal ball here by Bates. I think Leyland. Yeah, Goodlich believes it's his ball. You might be able to hear him on the mic. He's getting pretty into it. That's what we like to see. Leyland restarts the play. Bates. Cochrane. She's looking for the diagonal to Ridley. Leyland. That's a nice touch. Just recovers the ball. Cochrane. Wide to Leyland. Bates. Cochrane. So as you might have heard there, John Goodlich was calling for the cross-court ball. I think he just wants to spread the play, make the Western Devils keep moving. But
the Western Devils were getting pushed very deep into their own half. And the cross-court ball was on a couple of times, but just that last time he called it, it definitely was not. Laura Waltman was reading it.
Bates defends Waltman well there.
But even if the West Coast Cobras had managed to get that cross-court ball, they hadn't really drawn the Western Devils to one side of the court to open up the space on the other side for themselves anyway. So I dare say that wouldn't have really worked for the West Coast Cobras in that situation. Schubel does well. Coughlin slowing the game down.
Clayton here looking up, assessing her options. Waltman wide. Doan just couldn't get enough of a touch to keep possession. Clayton holding off Coughlin and Quinn Doan there. Does he well. She looks to go through the middle. Doan, Clayton. Good block there by Doan. So I think with 9 minutes gone in this half, not much has actually really happened in the way of Cobras. They're the one who need to come out and try and win this game, or try and get a few goals back, to at least get a draw, get a point. As Quinn Doan presses hard, they're going to double team her here. Ridley from the back. Ridley wins it, but that's really well defended there by Priato. She's done so well there, and she's won her side the ball. So I would be pressing hard if I was Cobras. For some reason, they're being told to drop off.
Yeah, I think the lack of legs is playing a role in the game plan for the West Coast Cobras, but definitely at 3-1 down, you would expect a team to be pressing as hard as they can to win the ball in high areas and just put the ball in the back of the net. But definitely you can see Eleanor Bates done a lot of walking so far in this half. I don't even think she's been subbed once.
I think
so far this match.
Yeah, she subbed off once, but I think what it is, she's a really experienced player, so her walking might make her look a bit lazy, but it's actually just her. She's just reading the game. She knows where to be. So hopefully, for Cobra's sake, she can instrument a comeback here. And here she is on the ball. I think Bates wants the fifth man. Leyland goes. Bates, wide to Leyland. That's a nice ball. It's a great cross-court ball there to Ridley. But they're deep now. I think Leyland didn't need to do that. This is where Cobras need to press. There we go. Eleanor Bates, right place, right time. Drops back on the goal line. Good defensive awareness.
She shouldn't need to be there. The Cobras should have pressed that shot before it even got off. If they win the ball in that high area, it's much better for them than winning it on their own goal line.
As Merridew was left free there through the middle. Doan does well.
Leyland pointing out that she's tired. I think it would be worth the timeout for the West Coast Cobras if they still have one in this half.
Yeah, they definitely have one. I think, Coach Goodlich needs to use one. I think 9 minutes left. Plenty of time. Gives everyone a breather. Last push, and I'm sure Western Devils will call one of their timeouts as well. Silver. So they've not gone for the fifth man. Obviously, that's what the call of Leyland was. I'm tired. So obviously fifth man for now will be halted.
Masai looking forwards. Shilcott against Bates. Plays it into Miraju. Bates intercepts. EJ Silva going forwards. Has Quinn on her right. That's a great shot from Bates and an excellent save from Becky Masai.
So I think Coach Goodlish is demanding a timeout here from Taz Paraskevas.
Be patient. Don't give away the ball if Anya's off her line.
I think Ridley's going to line up a shot here. Eleanor Bates looked to go through the middle there to Leyland, but well read there by Priato. Oh, Silver's got it at the back post. She's got time. Leyland needs to put her foot on it. Clayton's won it, and she's got an open goal. And this, she's put it wide. That could have sealed the game there for the Western Devils, but they've been given a lifeline, have the West Coast Cobras. And they've called a timeout here with 8 minutes left. So I think with 8 minutes left, Jade, I think Cobras down 3-1. And after that open goal missed there by Clayton, I think Cobras, that's probably their last lifeline they'll get this game. So what will Goodlich do, you think, in this timeout? What do you think he's going to talk about?
Look, I think that the fifth man that the West Coast Cobras are playing is very good. Maybe just getting their flankers a little bit higher up the court and pressuring the Western Devils defenders to make a decision whether they're going to drop back onto that deep player or they're going to press the ball up high will probably help them a little bit. And I think definitely putting more pressure on the ball. The Western Devils are winning the ball deep in their own half, and just letting them have free shots at an open goal is never a good idea when you're playing a fifth man.
Yeah, definitely not ideal to give away free shots on an open goal, Jade. Great call from you. So Western Devils also look like they're just talking about. I think I've just heard the call of, we just need to calm down. I think it really is their game to lose here. So Devils are 2 for 2 this season, winning both their opening games. I know Cobras won their first game of the season, and they had the bye last week. Yeah, that's correct. So they're still unbeaten. So no team will want to give up their perfect record so far, but it looks like Devils will be I think Devils from here, the favourites to win it. But you can never count out a Cobras team coached by John Goodlich. So I think what Cobras have got to do, they've got to cut the middleman, Bates to Ridley, goal. I think ideally that's what they're going to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't always go to plan, as referee Taz Paraskevas wants to get the game underway here. Blowing that whistle rather aggressively. That's what we like to see. Jonathan Silas, he's walking over with a yellow card. A bit of drama here, possibly. The card's going back in his pocket. Maybe just a bit of a threat there from Silas.
Putting a bit of pressure on the Western Devils to enter the court.
But we always like a bit of drama from Silas. He always brings it. It's good to see. Marco can't. Wide to Bates. They've got her on the flank now, possibly for that left-footed shot. What a ball! Eleanor Bates! Oh, Ridley!
I think that was, you called it during that timeout, Bates-Ridley goal. Just missed the goal aspect of it, but it was great play by the West Coast Cobras.
I think that's the proof of Eleanor Bates' quality. It's a great diagonal ball.
Leyland does well to muscle Shilcott off the ball there.
Good recovery. Yeah, good recovery there by Bates. Leyland can't. Bates. Just keep it easy. That's what they want to do. Silva does well. Goes down the line. She's pressing hard. Meriju's being pressed too. Does well. Chilcott. The goal is open here if she can get the shot off. But a good double team. And there we go. We've got a 2v1. Ridley and Bates. Looks up. Well done there by Jana Ridley. I thought she was going to go for the shot, but did the smart option. Started it again. As you might hear, Goodlich has said about 7 times in the last 3 seconds. Bates looks for the diagonal again. And this to win it. And I would say that might just be it. As
Laura Waltman got that shot off there.
Yes. Great finish there by Laura Waltman. So that's 4-1 for the Western Devils, and I'd personally say you don't come back from a 3-goal deficit with 6 minutes left, but I guess you never know. Cochrane, Silver, Cochrane, can't, down the lines of Ridley, it's a loose ball. Ridley recovered well, can't battle hard, but they've done well there, the Western Devils, to win it here. I think this is the West Coast Cobras is just, unfortunately the bench has got the better of them today. Chilcott, Waltman, Silver.
Oh, she does well. Muscling Laura Waltman off a ball is not easy. EJ Silver, the young gun for the West Coast Cobras.
Good,
Making it look easy.
good sportsmanship there, helping Waltman up. We like to see that. Cochrane and Coughlin battling well there. Marco isn't going to take this. Cochrane is. So we're going to see another fifth man from the Cobras. Obviously, they haven't had much success from it in the 15 minutes they've been playing, but I think at this point it's more of a why not? Can't. Cochrane. That's an ambitious ball by Cochrane. Looking for Ridley. Didn't just quite go to plan. So Devils have the ball here in their defensive half. It's a nice ball. But Cochrane's read well. Silver's got it here wide. Devils defending that very well. Coughlin goes long. Waltman. Laura Waltman gives it to Clayton. Cart defends well there. In front of her man. Ridley can't. That's a beautiful ball there. Cochrane just needs to go forward. I think Ridley tries to bring it down. Fortunately, just a loose touch. But Waltman. Clayton to Pietro. That's a beautiful parallel ball. Clayton, it's a 2-on-1.
Waltman at the back post.
Laura Waltman. Annie Leyland spread well there.
Leyland making her way forwards again now.
Cochrane brings it forward. Silver. Back to Cochrane. Marco can't. Cochrane. Looks up, assesses options. A good ball to Leyland. Puts a foot on it. Back to goal. I think Coughlin defended that one well. Leyland thinks it's her ball. Paraskevas doesn't agree. Paraskevas has changed his mind. It was the ball straight through the middle there to Jana Ridley. Just couldn't control it. Silver can't. I think Cobras just aren't having any shots here at all. They haven't had a shot for the last 7 minutes or so. You're not going to score 3 goals in 3 minutes when you're not shooting, unfortunately. But if you want to talk about possession stats, Cobras are winning that. As Ridley has a shot in anger, just wide. She wants a sub. Priato, Coughlin, Priato, chip forward. Waltman goes for the back heel. Priato does well. Cochrane does better, well defended. Ridley's got it through the middle. Silver's got it out wide on the flank. Looks up. I think she could have just gone forward there. I think that might just be a lack of experience maybe at this level. She could have gone forward. She's clearly capable enough. Unfortunately for Cobras, hasn't got the confidence as of yet. But that'll only come with more game time. As Ridley defends that one well. Waltman wins out. Puts it across. That's a great finish by Louise Gashubel.
That's her second goal now for the match.
Yeah, I mean, she seems to be a bit of a poacher. I'm not sure if we've caught this one on the instant replay. We'll see here. We have there, just the end of it. So that is a great finish by her. That's her second of the game. Seems to, be a bit of a poacher. As Eleanor Bates returns to the court. Cochrane down the line, can't. Ideally that needed to be on the floor, but good idea. Chilcott gives it to Clayton. Clayton goes for a long shot. Chilcott tries to bring it down, just wide. Eleanor Bates brings it down. Cochrane, Bates. Nice ball there to Cochrane. Back to Bates.
See, their flankers are just a little bit too high, giving the defenders, the Western Devils defenders, the chance to push them straight backwards instead of giving them the forwards option. If they could just push a little bit higher into their attacking half, force the Western Devils to make some decisions defensively. Clayton on the ball, gets around Bates. Bates running out of legs, leaves it for Cochrane, and it gets to the back post, but Chilcott just misses the end of that pass.
So with a minute left here, I think we're in the stop clock. Leyland restarts play to Bates, to Doan. Bates, wide to Cochrane. Cochrane to Leyland, back to goal. Bit of a dangerous play there by Cochrane, but does well. Bates tries to go long again. Ridley couldn't quite get there. Well defended by Devils, but Bates recovers well. I think, yeah, defends well there, Eleanor Bates. So I think it's a good job Eleanor Bates has been there for Cobras today, because she's played well in a losing effort. And I think that was a header by Laura Waltman. We'll just see if we caught that in the instant replay. I didn't actually see that one, unfortunately. The ref was just in my way. So we'll have a look here. So it's a side ball here from the Devils. I believe that's Clayton. Chips it to the back post. Oh, Laura Waltman. That is a great... You don't see many headers in futsal, but that is great play. Ridley goes for the shot from halfway. Clayton blocks well as... Straight from kickoff, Waltman makes that 7. Not a good day for the West Coast Cobras, but a great day for the Western Devils. They'll be over the moon with this one, as this is normally a real tight encounter.
Yeah, it's definitely a case of the West Coast Cobras running out of legs in these last couple of minutes here.
I personally blame the coach. But, you know, coaches can't do everything, I guess. Cochrane, I think we're running down here. Last few seconds. Doan. Wide. Leyland. Looked for the run of Doan. Yeah, unlucky. Cochrane tried some techers. Unfortunately, didn't quite pay off that time. Clayton wide here. As Jonathan Silas's whistle signals an end to this game, where the Western Devils ran out 7-1 winners over the West Coast Cobras. We'll just quickly run through the goal scorers here.
Goal scorers for the Western Devils. Laura Waltman scored 3 goals, Andrea Priato 1 goal, and Louise Gashubel 2 goals. And for the West Coast Cobras, we saw that first goal, the opening goal of the match by Jana Ridley. And the West Coast Cobras looking a little bit defeated as they walk over to their bench.
But they'll be back next week, I'm sure, as we'll see here, the Brozzy FC are taking on Condors. So we'll see you for that one in a few minutes.